Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Hopefully everybody is enjoying the Thanksgiving Day. And this week is a shortened week. Tomorrow is only a half a day. And I thought I'd do a short video on some of the recently pumped up EV related stock. We're not going to look at the big one like the Tesla, NIO, or Li Auto. Instead, we're going to look at some of these smaller one. It's basically been hyped up and pumped up. Basically just going to look at them technically and see would I buy these stock at the current level, or how would I trade these stock. So I'm just going to give you some example what I'm looking at and how would I trade these stock if I'm going to trade it. So first one is CIIC. It's a merger company, acquisition company. I believe it is acquiring a battery company. So let's take a look at the 4-hour chart. You can see it came up from this, somewhere around the 10 level back in early November or mid-November, and it shot up to 33.90 recently. You see this big spike up, and you can see there's a lot of people got trapped up here on the long side. And it pulled back, and right now sitting at 23.90. Let's go drill down on the hourly chart here. And if we take a look at the price action, here is the support level at 23.90. Right? It came down, found support here, bounced back up, and encountered resistance at 28. And then it came back down again, found support here and bounced up. But this time it did not get to 28, and then came back down and tested this support level once again at 23.90 and bounced up a little bit higher. And right now, it seems to be in the middle of this range here. So what I'm looking at is these possibility. If the stock continue to move up, I'd be watching to see would it be able to get above this 28 and then look for a little bit of a pullback. And on that pullback bounce, then I'd be looking for a possibility of the entry, looking for entry to go long and possibly trade it back up to this 32 level. And if it come up and unable to get above and hold above the 28, then I'd be looking for it to come back down to the 23.90. Then again, I'd be looking for a bounce off the 23.90 as a support, and then play alongside back up to this 28 level. Okay, so that is a couple of scenario. Then the other scenario, if it come down, right, continue to come down, then I look forward to see would it find support here at 23.90 and get a bounce off of that. If we could see a bounce off of the 23.90 and hold the support, then look for a long opportunity to trade it back up to the 28 level. But if it cut right to the 23.90 and back test and fail, then I'd be looking at the possibility of it move back down to the 1855, then we will see what it will do when it comes down to the 1855. Would I buy here? Absolutely not. I would not buy up here. So I'm going to wait until it either get up to this 28 level or come down to this 23.90 level. Then I look for opportunity to get long. Next one is Tuscan. I guess, this is the one that's today buying a battery company called Microvest. You can see that it popped up from this 10-ish level, right, at the again mid November time frame, and it shot up to 1372 just recently, and it just sold off, came right back down to the 1075, and right now it seems to be bouncing back up and try to get back up to the 1372. And if we take a look at the hourly, the 60-minute chart here, you can see that it can encounter resistance up here, when it come back, and then also here when it try to bounce back. So it got the new resistance area here, and it did break through these, this 1190 level and cut right to the 1242. So right now, if you are holding long, then you basically just throw the stop up and see could it get back up here at this 1372. And you probably get some a little bit of a selling pressure. A lot of these people that got trapped up here probably want to get their money back and basically just get out when it get near that level. And on the pullback, if it pull back and be able to find support off the 1242 and bounce, then I will look for a long opportunity to get long and possibly trade it back up to this 1372. Start coming back down though. If it come back down and get unable to get above the 1242, then I'd be looking forward to see can it hold support at 1190 and bounce back up to the 1242. And if it can't, then I'll be looking for the next support level somewhere around the 1150 and see would it be able to get a bounce back up to the 1190 and possibly get above that and come back up to 1240. But if that doesn't happen, then essentially I'm looking for the possibility of this thing coming all the way back down to 1075 once again. And the next one is BLNK. This is a charge station company. And let's take a look at the 4-hour chart here. You can see that back in end of October, it was sitting right under $8, and it shot up to $38.31 recently. And you can see that this is a little bit of a topping candle type of a pattern. And right now it pulled back to $23.88. Seems to be finding some support here. So if we drill down this in the 60-minute chart here, so let's find some support down here. And it used to be resistant, turn support here, and proved to be support again at this point here. So right now we want to see, would it be able to get above the 2647 and then get a little bounce off of that? Then I'd be looking for opportunity to get in to trade it up to the 3279. But if it doesn't get above this 2647, I'd be looking for this thing to move back down to 2288. Then I'd be looking to see would it get a bounce off of that at 2288 to get long to trade it back up to the 2647. Likewise, if it just come down from where it is right now, I'd be looking at the possibility of finding support at 2388 to trade up back to 2647. But if it unable to hold that 2388, I'd be looking for this thing to eventually maybe work itself back down to 1318. Then I'd be looking for a bounce off of this level to see would I be able to get it some opportunity and trade it back up to the 2388. And here's another one, the Newborn Acquisition. I believe this is also a charging company. And here we are going to take a look at the 4-hour chart. And you can see that it too is somewhere around the 10-ish level, $10 level in the mid-November. And it shot up to 23.25 recently. And once again, you see this long spike up. And a lot of longs got trapped up here. A lot of the people that bought up here essentially got trapped. And right now it's pulling back. So if we take a look at the hourly chart, the 60-minute chart here, we can see that there was a little bit of a resistance here at 2080 and a little bit of a support at 1990. Right now it's sitting right above this support here. So if it could come back up to this 2080 and watch to see would it be able to penetrate to and move back up to this 23-ish area and look for some selling pressure up here when it get up to that point, because a lot of these people that got trapped that bought up here be happy to be able to get their money back, and they probably will be selling their share up at this point. But if the price continue to move back down, then I'll be looking for the possibility of moving back to 1752 and see what we get a bounce here to play it back up to 1990. But if that doesn't hold either, then basically be looking for a possibility of moving back down to 1250. I'd be looking for a bounce off the 1250 to see would it present itself with an opportunity to trade it back up to the 1752. And here is Switchback. It's another charging company. So if we take a look at the 4-hour chart here, you can see again in the beginning of November, it was trading somewhere around $13, and it shot up to $43.14 recently. And once again, you can see this big spike up here. So a lot of buyers got trapped up here near the high, and right now it pulled back to this 33 level here. So this could be a little bit of a potential support. And if we drill down to the 60-minute, we can see that it came down here, found support, and bounced back up here and found resistance, what used to be support area. Okay, and here is what used to be resistant because it took a little bit of effort before it broke through. So right now, I'm essentially looking to see would it be able to come up to this 36.66, pull back at a bounce here, then we are looking for a long opportunity to trade it back up to this 42 area. But if it come up and unable to get above the 36.66, then I'll be looking for it to retrace back down to the 33 level and see would it get a bounce off of 33 to trade it back up to the 36.66. Likewise, if it come back down from where it is right now, be looking at 33 to see would it be able to find support and get a bounce and trace it back up to this 36.66. Otherwise, if it's unable to hold at 33, I'd be looking for to possibly come back down to 29.10, and I'd be looking for a bounce there to see would there be an opportunity to get long to trade it back up to the 33 level. So those are some of the recent pump up EV related stock. And from my perspective, I would not be buying them right now, but there certainly could be some opportunity in the near term if it presents itself on those potential resistance and support level. If they could find some support at lower prices or support just above the resistance and get a pullback. So I'll be a little bit patient and wait for these things to settle down to the next level and get into a proper risk and reward trade and then go long. So I'll be just kind of be a little bit of a spectator right now, waiting for that opportunity to present itself to see is there a right setup to get long. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up to help me promote my YouTube channel and this video. So stay safe